Hi guys, my name is Ben,
And I'm Nathan.
and welcome back to the Pride of Villa. We're doing this for the first time in a while.
It's been a long
Um,
time.
yeah, but basically we're going to be talking, I guess in a way, a bit more of a weekly roundup. But we're also going to be discussing
Yeah,
mainly in part about the Brighton game last night as we're recording, which finished Aston Villa 1, Brighton 2. We're going to be talking all about that, all about the game, the controversy, of course, at the end. And then we're just going to probably have a little chat about just weekly news stories, anything to go around with Aston Villa. So if you are enjoying this video, obviously please leave a like. Let's have a like spike going again for this setup
do
again.
it again.
Please subscribe, turn those notifications. Do keep commenting. We love comments.
Oh,
Maybe don't keep
yeah.
replying. Yeah. But without further ado, we're going to get straight into it. So Nathan, Villa would lose against Brighton 2-1. In a game that I know we've both talked about it. We've both, I think, got different views on it. But I think we can almost agree that, although to me, right, the problem is it's a coming into this game. It's one that I expected to win, just because Brighton can't score, they can't win games.
No, it's true. It's true.
So I'm coming into it thinking this is an easy 3 points, and performance-wise, looking at the comments that we got on our instant reaction, I think we were the better team. I think apart from the chances that Brighton got, that was just because of individual mistakes. I think really they weren't creating much, and I think Aston Villa just overall dominated the game for about 60 minutes, whereas Brighton were just getting a few out spurts and did get a bit lucky at times. But I think overall Villa were the better team, and it just wasn't really our day. But it is just, quite frankly, annoying, especially, as I said, this is a game we should have won, and especially right at the end, at least giving us a draw. But what do you think?
It's like there's a lot of factors that went into this one. It's like the reasons we lost. Obviously, Barkley coming off like 5 minutes into it. Lack of creativity. I saw most of the game. I know you probably don't agree with it.
Well, because when Barkley went off, I think I said it to my dad after. I think it was so. As soon as he went off, we just didn't have that same level of quality that we have, because it's again now it relies more on Jack Grealish having to create more. And I was saying it when he did come off and he brought on Traore. I was thinking, why not bring on Hurahan? What does Hurahan have to do?
That's what I was thinking. That it's just it doesn't matter. Like Traore coming on, and then he brought him off. So really, I feel like the problem sort of started from where Barkley came off. Obviously, we don't know how long he's going to be off for. I'd say, because Dean said after the game he doesn't think it's that bad, but that could just be him. Like
he might have just pulled his hammy for all we know.
I can't see it being
because
a month.
Yeah, no, because he did grab it straight away. But he probably just needs that because of the international break. So I think it will be less than a month, just maybe 2 or 3 weeks. But yeah, as I said, I think you take Barkley off, we're losing that lack of creativity. I don't understand why Hurahan doesn't come, especially for me watching the game. Douglas Luiz wasn't really doing much creatively and wasn't really having any impact in the middle of that midfield.
Well, he had that bit with Mope that square off.
That wasn't really of anything. McGinn, I thought was doing really well, but really, no, I don't want to say he's driving that team forward. He's moving the ball through the midfield. He's gaining hold of it, possessive, and being his whole played really well. But it's just nothing of an end product there. And then because Grealish is already playing out wide, he has to come back to the midfield, play a little bit more deep. And although he was trying to create, overall, really, it's not the same without Ross Barkley. So I'm then thinking, well, what do we do? Where does creatively, where does it come from? Yeah, so we're bringing on Traore.
Wrong decision, if you ask me.
Well, yeah, because I would have put on Hurahan. But, he does... It's on and off. He comes on and gets subbed off in the last 10 minutes, because he starts off all right, and he does, and there is a bit of an impact with moving the ball quicker. Although it's already been a fast-paced game in the opening 5 minutes, it's starting off really quick for Aston Villa in the first 10 minutes, and then, because we're playing such a high line, everyone's gone into their half of the pitch, and when they get the opportunity, Mings is out of position. Defensively, no one's following Welbeck, and he's able to go completely through and get a goal. nothing that Martinez could have done because we saw defence let him down. But it's individual mistakes. They were high line. You're just giving them the opportunity to instantly break around the counter. And when you've got players like Mings out of position, not doing his defensive duties, we're just wide open at the back. But then again, we're continuing on. It's still a fast-paced game. We're both creating chances here and there.
Yeah.
And it's very close. We have the Trezeguet moment where it's literally a tap-in. We blasts it over. We've got Grealish opportunities skying the bar. We've got Douglas Luiz skying the bar. We're going into half-time thinking, okay, it's probably not the way we would have liked it so far, but we're definitely going to score. 2 minutes later, free kick from Traore, brilliant set piece. Konza gets the goal, so we're back in it. And then, literally, it's just the same again. We're dominating the game. We've got the ball. We're whipping in chances, but we're not getting that final end product. And then Brighton just get another spell of luck. And it just goes in. And then we're playing catch-up. You're still thinking we'll take a draw, but as it goes on and on, the game slows down. Brighton defensively being superb, nullifying our attacking three. And then we get the penalty. Now,
Oh my God!
What do you think of it?
I think, right. So when we came out of the Championship, we were thinking, all right, there's going to be a lot more. Like, say if we feel like a goal's offside or something like that, VAR is just going to check it, and the game's just going to be a fair game. VAR has just made football an absolute joke. That last night was an absolute joke. Like, the ref, literally, in his sight, he could see it was a penalty. We all knew it was a penalty. And he went to look at the screen and overruled it. And he's just like,
it's really
what
stupid.
is he seeing? It's just, oh my God. And, you got all the Villa fans agreeing with us, but then obviously you got the Brighton fans saying it wasn't. And you can understand why they're saying it, because obviously they've won the game. At the end of the day, and if all of you didn't know, this is the first time Brighton's ever beaten us at Villa Park. So.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, it's the first time, so let them have their little party or,
we'll be
celebrations. It's like they've won the Champions League, as you all saw from the comments in the last video. Yes, I still remember you, mate. And also, just want to say right now, shout out to Bill Jones for messaging as well. Great comments coming in with all that info. So, yeah, shout out to you, mate. But, yeah, just let them have their little celebration about it. It's the first time that they've ever won. Not saying that we were really dreadful, but we were missing a player that we really need. But it's just really weird because we've only just brought Ross Barkley in, and as soon as he gets injured, we're missing him straight away, and then we seem to capitulate. It's just, don't we have enough players on the pitch to at least draw? You know what I mean? So we should have drew last night. It's just, a lot of mess.
There's a lot of things to consider with a penalty. First of all, it should be a penalty, even though when you do watch it back, he does get the ball, but even then, he still kicks him on the shin. I consider now, thinking about the timing of it, it was in the dying embers of the game, the final minute. So you got to think Brighton are going to be a bit more, they're trying to make sure they get those 3 points. So they're going to go all out and do it. It's the angle that's the problem for me, because the angle they show, it's from behind. It doesn't show him properly kicking it, so you can't get a good
exactly. They always
image of him.
Then...
Yeah, but it is a penalty. It just comes down to angles. I think it would have got overturned either way if it was the right angle. But it's just allowed us to just let us down. It's the angle, and it's just really annoying because it is a penalty. It doesn't matter if he's won the ball. He still made contact with the player. And yeah, it's just really annoying and disappointing that we come out of here on the losing side, And I don't want to say, part of me is a bit upset and annoyed because it's, again, as I said, it's a game we should be winning. It's a game that is a definitive 3 points. And had we won, we could have been in the top 3 or 4, I believe.
If we scored 4-0, we would have been top of the table.
But yeah, but even if it was 5-1, we still would have. But the other side of it is, it's not a disappointing loss. As the comments from MG were saying, we are going to be higher than you. You will be
Exactly.
You will be continuing to simply exist in the relegation zone. You are just a number in the Premier League. You haven't done anything since you've been
Well
promoted.
said.
And quite frankly, we are one of 5 English clubs to win the European Championships, or Champions League if you are a millennial. We are on level with Everton for most domestic cup wins in England. We are a much bigger club than Brighton. And simply put,
You can't compare us. You just cannot compare. Like I was just saying in the comments, Brighton's like that sort of club. You are sort of going into the relegation zone, but you don't get relegated. Neither are you going up the table, so you're just lingering in that bottom half.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They've
Crystal
done
Palace,
this
Southampton.
For the past 2 or 3 years. They have not left that relegation zone because they don't have quality. And you can blame the board, but even then, to say that, oh, we've been doing it better than Villa, but you haven't though, because even though we did have a not an awful season last year because we still stayed up, it just wasn't the one that we were expecting. But we had owners that were more financially stable and better, and because of the club that we are, we're more willing to invest in Aston Villa. We have a manager that's may have had a rocky year again because of it when he was first year in the Premier League, has spent money that he's good in players like Ollie Watkins, Matty Cash, Emi Martinez, and we're hopefully going into January going to be seeing some more players that for me, I would like to see another left back. I think someone.
Oh, definitely. That's just. It's got to happen. It's got to happen. If you ask me about how many players we should bring in, I'm saying 3 absolute max. But left back definitely needs to solidify. I'm sorry, but Target last night.
He was all right. The problem is with him, it's on and off again.
We need a better.
The problem
we need
is,
like another Cash.
If you're getting, you got Target. Who's the backup? It's Taylor. For me, I think it should be Rico Henry. I think it would be a perfect sign for us. I think in midfield, it needs to be someone else creative because I think, as we said, if Barkley's getting injured, really we have McGinn, who's not really provided much yet.
Game.
Douglas Luiz, although he's an absolute gem in that midfield, again creatively didn't do anything. Hurahan's not playing. Nakamba's not going to create. Jacob Ramsey doesn't even get on the team, so that's understandable. So for me, I would look into John Swift again from Reading, or perhaps Cantwell, someone like that. And then I think you could argue striker, but we still have Wesley who's going to be coming back in the next month. We still have Davis, who I still think can live up to him. We still have Watkins, who it's just the service. He's not getting the service, and that's his problem.
It's just
it's not his fault though. He needs service. As we say, he plays a 4-3-3. We've got Jack Grealish, who likes to hold the ball a lot and sometimes goes for it himself. We've got then Trezeguet, who is, for his work rate, excellent. I absolutely love him. I think much better player in these past 3 games than last season. But the end product, the shooting, isn't there quite yet. But I think I can stick with him. But then it's El Ghazi, who's basically had it. Traore, who is on and off, but I think he will come good. So I think we need to consider another winger, considering that's all we have, because we can't keep playing Jack Grealish there. Although he will. But do you agree with that? Do you think there's anywhere else we need to strengthen? We could go centre half, but we already have enough. Right back's probably fine. Goalie's fine. I just think it's those areas.
Just as you say, like with the striker, we've got Wesley coming back, and I do feel like he's
going to have an impact.
He's going to have a really big impact. Left back, obviously, that just needs changing. If you ask me, it's got to be someone so you can have Target on the bench. So when we come to it, we'll be like, oh, I've got Target on the bench if he's injured, so our bench looks better.
Yeah.
But winger as well, I don't know. I feel like Jack's better in the centre. I
think although to me still just naturally a midfielder, I think on the wing he's better. I wouldn't like to play him there because again he's just not naturally a winger. But if I look at the stats, and clearly he's doing the right job.
But on to Lamptey getting sent off. What do you think about that, though?
I didn't realise this sent. No, I didn't realise. I didn't think it was just because just wasn't paying attention. But no, I
Well,
didn't.
I can tell you I was.
I didn't think. Yeah, I didn't think it was a sending off really, just because I just didn't think it was really done anything to warrant the yellow card. 2 yellow cards. I think it did warrant one. So I think it was being a little bit
around
cheeky.
5 fouls in the whole game from him.
Yeah, I'll tell you who should have got it. Basuma, man. That guy.
Oh, God.
Bloody needs a booking, man. He's consistently fouling on the pitch. You've got Morpay who dives. You've got
Morpay, absolutely annoying.
yeah, it's just really stupid. But no, I don't think Lamptey should have had a red. I thought he was the best player on the pitch. But
yeah, like I was just saying, like I'm not too sure how old he is. He's like 18, 19.
19,
I would love to see him at Villa. I would absolutely love to see him at Villa.
Yeah, but you know his valuation would be so high.
Oh my God, he wouldn't. We are a big team, but he wouldn't come to us. I feel like he's someone for Arsenal, Tottenham, something like that.
Yeah.
Be in the future.
Oh God, what do we talk about?
I'm trying to think what else to say about the game, but because
yeah,
you got like all those problems. But I'm just saying we're going into West Ham next.
Yeah, that's it. That's a good point to talk about. We're going into West Ham next.
We're in positive because obviously we haven't lost away. Neither have we conceded a goal, which is amazing. Oh my God, we haven't conceded a goal away.
Leicester. But you know, we're going into. My problem is we develop some form. We have the brilliant start to the season. Lose 2 games at home. Go away to Arsenal. Get an amazing win there. Come home. Lose. Although it wasn't a bad performance, I'm just thinking, you know, West Ham, they're playing right now. I think if Ben Rami is going to be on the bench, considering they are probably going to stick with Haller, I think we can have it to West Ham. I don't think really they're doing much. Although
I don't think he'll be a clean sheet, though.
No, I think we will concede just because of Antonio.
Yeah.
But I think Villa has the quality. It just depends on what's going to happen with Barkley. I think he's got to put her hand in there because I can't really see him starting with Troyer because he subbed him on and off.
Oh my God, if he does that, I like Huran though. I think he's one of our best for corners, crossings, all that stuff.
Even then, it's so like off key with him because he'll either go short or way too long, and it's just one. But you know,
we cannot go short. That is something else. We need to
that's something so annoying.
Stop going short. Oh my God, it doesn't work. It's so bad.
Yeah, I just think we need to get more bodies into the box, and if we are, just stop doing the bloody like kicking it straight to a second player straight up from the corner because it's just a wasted opportunity.
It just looks like we're panicking. Like,
yeah, trying to get the game quickly moving, and sometimes we just need to slow the game down a little bit just so that we can actually establish some footing. But yeah, we're going into West Ham next. I do think we can get a result up there. I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll lose. We probably will, to be honest. But, you know, overall, it's not a disappointing loss, as I said. I think it's just one of those we just didn't turn up on the day. But at the same time, it's like we should be putting that game to bed. Obviously, we're going into West Ham, and then we'll have Manchester United at home, I believe, which hopefully we can do, because let's face it, apart from Fernandes, they are tripe.
I think it is a winnable game, to be honest. We will concede, but...
Every game, apart from Tottenham, which I'm very worried about.
Oh my God!
Every game can be won.
Yes.
But yeah, obviously, you know, we had loads of comments on the Brighton video. Want to thank you for that. But in terms of just, I guess, a weekly roundup for Aston Villa, obviously we do have to consider what's going to be happening with Barkley, whether he is going to be out for a few months. Transfer-wise, nothing's really been leaked. It's again with Ross Barkley, really, whether Villa will trigger his 40 million evaluation or not. As I said, let's leave it till the end of the season, or at least until they recall him back to say, you know, what we think of him. And really, apart from that, there's nothing else much to talk about, considering...
I'll say, though, a player that I'd like is Cantwell. Like,
yeah,
I think he would suit us.
I'm
not saying we really, really need him, but he does suit us. Like,
it's, as I said, with creativity, and although Cantwell I think is good right now, I just don't think we're the club that needs him. I think he needs to go to a club where he can develop, somewhere like a Liverpool.
Like a champion, another championship, or
No, I think he's definitely prem material. But
yeah.
somewhere like an Arsenal or a Liverpool,
Ooh.
and I think we would be good there. I'd perhaps look at Sheffield United and look to see Joe Egan, Lundstrom,
Egan.
see what they're doing. Egan. Look to see what they're doing there. But overall, Villa remain. I believe it's 6th in the Premier.
I think we're going to go right down right now. I think we'll go like 8th, 9th. Depends
I'll
what's
have
going
a
on.
quick look right now and see what is happening with Villa.
Whilst Ben is looking though, I just wanted to say, soon it's going to be December, and if you didn't know, we're going against Wolves and West Brom right after each other. So 2 derby days. Yes, lads.
Okay, so we are 7th place. West Ham are currently winning 1-0.
God. Who are they against?
Really, they were against Sheffield United. I don't think we can go any lower unless Palace win. Yeah, we'll have to see there. As we said, Villa go up against West Ham. West Ham, Newcastle, Wolves, Burnley, West Brom.
That's a winnable game.
So there's about all winnable games. Burnley and West Brom should be definite wins. Newcastle can be a win.
Oh my God.
West Ham can be a win, and I think Wolves will be a little bit of a challenge, but I think we can get into the win there. And then obviously we're going to Crystal Palace, Chelsea, Man U, and Tottenham, and then Everton. So yeah, really exciting next few games for Aston Villa. Hopefully we can get that march up against the table. And hopefully we will see Villa do well in the next coming months. Is there anything else you would like to add, Nathan?
I just wanted to say, are you I don't think we were as mad from last night's performance as we were for Leeds. So that is something that we can say. To be honest, whenever we do lose, I do get angry, and I just thought, we've lost the game. Because obviously we started the season out really good. We went, and I think we were the last team to not lose.
Yeah, I think we were the only team in Europe, apart from AC Milan, to not lose a game yet.
That's just amazing. It's like right now, it's like we're losing games, and we seem to have this. So one of the comments that we had was like, they were saying, do you find it good that you're on this run of form where you're losing all these games at home? Because obviously we lost 3 games at home. I don't think it's going to be like that for long. I feel like Southampton, we could have got a draw from it. Brighton, we should have at least drew, but I think we could have won it. Leeds is the only one I could say we do deserve to lose. But all the other games, we deserved at least a point. It's like, so I don't think we're really going to be on this run of form where we are conceding a lot. We are losing a lot at home, like Arsenal. But, yeah, I just can't see that happening after, I don't know who we got at home next. Who is it?
I think it was... God's sake. I think it was Newcastle. Yeah, it's Newcastle, I think it was.
That is a winnable game. They are, no disrespect to them, they are like a championship team, because obviously they've got Wilson up front. He's from Bournemouth. It's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But
it's a winnable game.
I kind of agree with you in that sense that I don't feel as bad about the wins just because of the season we had prior, and
yeah,
if we can beat Liverpool 7-2, then clearly it shows
exactly
that we can do it. There is a goodness squad here. We can play good football. So I'm not as disappointed with the losses as much. Leeds and I think it was Southampton. Southampton was a bit disappointing. Just because it felt like, it's going back to normal, but there really was a bit of fight back. Leeds didn't really watch the game, unfortunately, but it was a bit disappointing just because, of the winning run. But really for me, yes, Brighton's disappointing, but overall, we were the better team, and I think it's just one of the things that eventually we'll get a win. Hopefully it'll be against Newcastle.
It's one of them where the result doesn't match the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
As I say, stats tell one thing, performance tells another.
Exactly.
But that's going to do it for this review and guest weekly roundup of everything Aston Villa. If you did enjoy it, as we said, please leave a like, subscribe, get us to 235 subscribers. You can do that by hitting the like button as well to increase our stats in the YouTube scene. But without further ado, it's been Nathan, I've been Ben, up the Villa with the pride of Villa. We'll see you later, boys.
Jimmy beat, boy.